Welcome back to Beaten Crazy Custom Creations. I'm Miss Francis, and this is Miss Jeannie. She's back again. So, I got some blessings. So I got to get Daisy the Sugar Skull and get some names put in her for the blessings that I got. Miss Jeannie, Mr. Allen, got me 12 boxes of rubber gloves. Disposable gloves. So they're going in 4 times. And then I got someone else's name to go in there. And I'll show you what she got me. And this video is for my other 200 subscriber winner. She asked for me to make her something, and we're going to work on that today so I can get it sent to her. It won't be long, and we'll be doing a drawing for the 500 subscribers, because we're already at 400, and last I looked 407. So won't be long, we'll be doing a drawing for it. I gotta get some more names put in Daisy the Sugar Skull here. Well, you don't even see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. I'm putting names in Daisy the Sugar Skull. Alright, there's that. Now, other blessing I received was from Miss Stacy Thorpe. And this is for when I get my vacuum machine, which I haven't gotten yet, but she bought me a silicone hole to go in my vacuum machine, and it came with the pipettes, a stir, gloves, a couple of little cups, some more disposable cups, and some I call them finger condoms, but hey, you can call them whatever you want. So I got to put Miss Stacy in the Daisy the Sugar Skull. So I got her name wrote up. Here you go, Miss Stacy. You're going in there again. Okay. So that's all my names I have right now for Daisy. And we'll put her back over there. Okay. Miss Stacy asked me to make her a sea dragon. And I made her the sea dragon, and I wanted to make her a little seascape for the sea dragon to go in. But the only mold I have big enough, deep enough, is this heart-shaped mold. So that's what we're going to try and do. I got to try and set it so you can see what I'm doing. What I'm going to do is set the rocks, the little rocks that I colored. I colored these rocks with some, what's the name of that? Alcohol ink that Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie got me. Sigwong metallic alcohol inks. Okay, I colored just some plain little white pebbles from the Dollar Tree, is where I got that bag. I colored them in some of those alcohol, couple of colors of those alcohol inks. So my plan is to, because I don't see her having any way of setting it up like this. So it's going to sit like this. So what I'm going to do is lay the rocks down here and put some seashells in there. And I have some, I don't know where I put them. Oh, I also have some abalone shells. I'm going to stick some of those in there too. And all different kinds of little seashells that I'm going to stick in there. Then once we get that done, I'm going to set that in some UV resin. And once I have that set, then we'll set it back down so I can pour the rest of it. So we're going to get started. I don't know how you're going to see. I have to leave it turned that way and try and work that way, so I can see and you can see. It wants to lean, and I don't want it leaning too far forward because I don't want all the rocks and stuff falling out of there. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and, oh, first of all, I need to plug up my UV lamp because I'm going to need it to try and cure this so it doesn't, I do not want it to fall out of there, so I'm going to try and cure it as I go. Oops. Yeah, I don't know why it's on, but it is. Okay. So I got some shells here. Some really cute shells. And I got some other shells, colored shells, some regular shells. So we're just gonna mix it up for, let's see, resin first. I don't know if I should mix it in with, you know what, I'm afraid, I hope it won't take the alcohol ink that I colored it with off of it. But I think what I'm going to do is mix the UV resin in with that and stir it up and then stack it in there. And of course it has that on it. It could not have it on there. Well, then I'd be upset if it spilled while it was being shipped to me, so I guess I should quit griping. But that's what I do. Look at it. Come on. Yuck. Should put my gloves on. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to, actually, I don't know if that's going to be too many rocks. Yeah, we're going to make it work somehow. Somehow that may be too many, but we'll see. Probably been easier if I'd have just poured it in there, rather than trying to squeeze the bottle. Alright. Think about all right, before I put my apron on, because everybody seems to like my t-shirts, I'm gonna have to let you see my t-shirt before I put my apron on. All right, here it is. Get the hair out of the way so you can see. There you go. It says, no, I don't need anger management. I need you to stop pissing me off. So now I can put my apron on, so I don't get it all over me. Because I just dropped a drop of that, and I don't want it on my clothes. Okay, so we will work on that. I got another surprise for her, but I'm gonna kind of keep that one a little bit of a secret. Okay, let me get a smaller stick to start out with. Okay. I'm just gonna stir it up, get stuff put in there that I want in it, and then we will set it so it stays in there, hopefully. I don't want a bunch in there, I just want the rocks to stay in place. I don't want them falling. When I set it down to pour the rest of it, I don't want it to fall. I am going to try and put it in my resin machine and see if it will cure it a little faster, but I'm going to use just plain, just 1-to-1 Let's Resin. I'm not using fast cure on this one. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Get you back down so you can see. Alright. So I'm going to take this stick and I'm going to just start laying the rocks in there. Kind of the way I want them. Because that's, like I said, that's the way, hopefully it will set that way. It should set that way. There shouldn't be a problem with it setting that way. I should have put my gloves on. I did not. I'm dropping them on my tray here. I have to get my gloves on so I can pick them up. I know it's gonna be, when I turn it that way, it makes it hard for me to see, but at least you can see what I'm doing. I can get my gloves on here. And try and get these rocks picked up and moved around where I want them. And then we'll cure them as soon as I set my other stuff in there that I want. I don't want it all over my tray. Okay. I can get over here to the side so I can see what I'm doing here. Yeah. Figured I would drop some more. Darn it, come on. Put it down there. Okay, Miss Stacy, this is the first seascape I've ever done, so I hope you like it. I had it planned out a little better, but I didn't come up with a big enough container for all my stuff to fit in there that I wanted to put in, so we're just gonna wing it. You know, fly by the seat of your pants. 'Cause that's how I roll. Ain't that right, Jeannie?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
That's how we roll. We just fly by the seat of our pants. Okay. I'm going to pick these up that I'm dropping. I think I might go all the way up to the... If I quit dropping them. I just can't seem to get enough. Should have used a spoon. Would have been easier, I guess. But I thought this would work.
You don't do anything easy.
I never do anything easy. I always got to take the hardest way to do it. And then I think about it later and it's like, I could have done it this way. It'd been a lot easier. But
yep.
Hey, it's not how I go. Don't roll that way. Gotta be hard. Or at least I have to make it look like it's hard. Come on, get off there. Come on. I'm gonna use them all. Or try to anyway. It's close enough. I'll pick up the ones that I dropped here in a minute. Just trying to get you so you could see what I was doing, because I had somebody complain about one of my videos that they couldn't see what I was doing. And that was a UV one also. What I was trying to do was skip ahead and get some done, so I was filling them with UV resin off camera while I was curing the others. And yeah, they said they couldn't see what I was. They'd like the video better if they could see what I was doing. So I'm trying to make it so you could see what I'm doing. I gotta get these rocks in there a little further away from the edge. I mean, I don't mind them being right on the edge, but okay, come on, get off my gloves here. Get back in there. Stop falling out. Okay, before I do anything else here, you might want to get me another alcohol wipe, because a few more I'm gonna need them. Okay, so we're gonna lay in few shells. I do have these. I kind of like those.
There you go. There's
Thank
2 of them.
you. Okay.
Any more?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me get some of these, a few of these out. Sprinkle a few of these in there. Hopefully they'll stay stuck. Get in there. It's some pretty, these abalone pieces. I think they're really pretty, especially in for a seascape. Get in there. Okay. I think that's gonna be good on that. I got some little shells. I'm just gonna kind of try and lay these in here. I mean, I may have to put some more. I got some colored shells. Oh, come on, abalone, stay in there. Don't know that I have any. I have some littler shells in there too. It's okay, I'll pick these up when I'm done. I just want to have a little bit of variety here. Like some littler ones. Got a few of these too. Whoa. Knocking stuff over here. These aren't very little though. Okay, let's see here. Another, let's put maybe a purple one in there somewhere, because we got to do some purple too. It says Miss Jeannie.
Yes, purple, purple, purple.
I like these little bitty shells, so it's just getting them to lay down, and I may have to put some more over that after I'm all right. Let's try and cure some of this first, because I may have to add some more to it. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this, really. Like this, I think. Let's see what I can do just by pushing the lamp in there. And hopefully it'll cure it well enough. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have to add a little bit more anyway to make sure the other shells that I put in stay. Still have yet to pick out. I just want the water to have a tint of blue. I don't want it to be too dark because I want you to be able to see the other stuff that I'm putting in there. Oh, I forgot I had some little plants too.
Where at?
I think they're in that Hobby Lobby bag. I think that's where I stuck them. They look like succulents, but that's okay. It'll work. It'll work for what I want to put it in there for.
These?
Yep. I may not put that. I'm thinking about the blue one and the littler green one at least. Cutting the stems off and setting them in there. Just so it looks like I have some plant life.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't find anything that come really close to being sea plant life. You know, I thought about it, but then I don't think they have any fish tanks in there anymore. If they do, I don't know where they moved them to.
Yeah.
Since they've been moving the Walmart all around, I have no clue where they're at, if they still have them. So I was thinking, well, I don't see any. I was in the plant, looking at plants, looking at leaves, trying to find some greenery that I thought would work.
Yeah.
I don't think the blue works for Seascape, but it was pretty, so I thought it would look cool in there.
Well, you never know. Somebody threw it down there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it looks cool. I have all these stuck to that stick too. Darn it. Darn it. What'd I do with my paper towel tote? I just spent some time down here peeling off paper towels. Because I wanted to make sure I had plenty. Alright, we may end up having to put more on there, so I'll probably need my stick again. Let me just get a few of them and I'll throw them over here on top of this. In case I need more, so you don't have to keep reaching down there to get it. Alright, let's see. Alright. Set some rocks to the tray there.
Uh-oh.
Oops. Oopsie.
Oopsie poopsie.
Well, you know. Alright. Alright, I might have to put a little bit more on it, though. Because I do want it to... When I set it back, I don't want anything falling. Especially the little shells. And I have to figure out where to stick these. Because I'm not sticking the stem in there. And I may have to go upstairs and get my wire cutters to cut that off. That one either. I'm not sticking the stem in there. I just wanted the greenery, really. That's all I really wanted. I didn't want the...
You want the stem.
No, I don't want the stems. And I may have to stick those in with UV also, just so I can keep them in there. Doesn't mean that he gave me some wire cutters, though. He did, but I bet you they aren't good.
Well, that would be David.
Yeah, well, you know. He didn't figure I was going to use wire cutters. kitty cat. We'll see if it'll cut anything. It may not cut worth a crap. And I'm sorry you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just cutting the stem, or trying to cut the stem off of this. Well, trying and failing miserably at it. Oh my gosh. That's some heavy duty stem there now, because it doesn't want to cut. These are just such bad wire cutters that it won't cut through it. Sure doesn't want to.
There you go. Well, there's a will, there's a way.
Hey, there's a way to do it. You just gotta put some muscle in it.
Yep.
Okay, let's go this way here too, because I want to kind of cut it. I might leave just a little bit of stem on this one, just so I can stand it up a little higher and maybe fan it out a little bit. That one I didn't really want to.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you, David.
We love you.
Yep, we love you. Okay, so let's try and put. I was trying to fan this one out a little bit. I want to stick it down in there because I don't want it to float. So I kind of want it stuck down in the rocks a little bit, if I can. I don't know where. Maybe right there. Yeah, I don't want it right in the middle. Right back there, if I can get it, would work perfect. So let's put some UV resin back there in that corner, because that's where I'm going to stick it. And I'm going to cover these shells a little bit so they don't come loose when I set it back down, because I don't want them coming out. I'll cure it again. See what I'm doing? I'm just covering these abalone shells that I threw in there, and the other little shells I threw in, because I don't want them coming loose when I turn it. Okay, we're gonna stick this one. I might need some more. We're gonna stick this one down back here where I had it a minute ago. Hopefully it won't jack up my mold there. And then I think we'll put the other one down there in the corner somewhere. No, it's not really sea plant life, but I thought it was pretty, so that was my idea. I just thought it was pretty. Let's see if I can get it to stick down there. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I know my plant fell over. Darn it.
Oh.
Get in there. Stay. I don't want you.
There it went again.
Yeah, it's not staying in there. It might stay in there once I cure it, but I'm gonna have to get this one squished in there enough so that it'll stay cured. I might have to put them in there once I start pouring and hope they stay where I put them. I don't know. Let's see if I can cure this one with a little lamp. that one. I think I got that one stuck. I don't know about this other one. Stuck for now. I'm gonna have to put the lamp in there and cure again, but I don't know that I'm gonna get this one in there. Don't you fall out of there. You did fall loose, didn't you?
Oh.
Butt wipe.
Bunch.
Yeah. I don't think that one's gonna set either. Maybe if I trim a few of those off the back so it's kind of flat. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I already cut the stem off of it now, so. Easy to cut, that's for sure. That or I got some really crappy scissors.
Maybe a little of both.
Yeah, something's going on there. I want that one too. Kind of make that flat. If I can, as much as possible. And we may just have to put some UV resin right there in the corner. I don't know what's going on with the other one, why it keeps, I had it shoved down behind the rocks. Let's just put it up. Hopefully it'll hold it. We're gonna see here in a minute after I cure it whether it holds it or not. Gonna have to do something different with this one over here too. Nope, stay in there. You are staying in there.
You just don't know it.
I will show you guys just as soon as I get it cured here. Hopefully I can get it to stay in one place. I kind of didn't want to lean it down because I didn't want that all over the place. Yeah, I want it to stay in there though. That's for sure. My other one fell over, so I'm gonna have to figure out something different with that. Might have to cut off that excess part of the stem that I left on there. I left it on there for a reason, but you're not really stuck in there good, but you're stuck in there enough so you're not falling over at the moment. I don't know what's going on with this one. I have to take the rest of that stem off so I can get it down in there. I don't really want to, but I think I'm gonna have to. Girl power. There you go. Hold this for a minute, please.
Okay, I can do that.
I may have to put some back behind it too, and then set the big lamp in there to cure it. I was kind of hoping it'd stay down in that hole, but it doesn't seem to want to. And I don't want to put too much in there. I have my rocks all floating. Get down in there. Alright, let's go ahead and shoot it with this big lamp again. See if I can get it back in there like I had it. Yeah, because I kind of want that to set. While it's doing that, I'm going to try and pick up some of these shells because I think I'm pretty much done with the shells. I may put a few more in, lay in there, I don't know yet. But I don't need them all over my tray. I got some bigger shells if I want to stick some other shells in there. I think I do have some bigger ones. Gonna have to wait because I got it all in there underneath the lamp there, so I can't get to it right now. And I need to figure out what color of blue I'm gonna use for the water. Let's do this one more time. Yeah, stick them in there. Might use them on something. Never know. Don't hardly throw anything away because you never know when you're going to use it again. I think these need to be taken. Need me to take those upstairs and clean them because they're pretty yucky. Hopefully this works. I wished I'd have measured the mold because I don't know how much to make up. And I don't, I do have some, I don't know if I want to put any glitter in it, really. It's supposed to be Seascape. If I put just a little hint of glitter in there. I don't know what color, though. I didn't get, I don't want blue. I'm thinking maybe a little bit of that. Yeah, did I buy any? I don't think I bought any holographic green, but I might have some in that Resin. I don't want the chunky, but
yeah,
I might have some in the holographic, in the got, I think I got teal.
Ooh.
I got that one, which ain't got the lid on, right? Aqua blue.
Yeah.
Silver, gold, pink, purple, which I have used, and it didn't have the lid on right. So I'm lucky it didn't spill out.
Yeah.
I think the teal will work.
Mm-hmm.
Just a hint of it. I don't want to put a bunch in there. But I got to figure out what color of blue I'm going to use. Okay, let's see what we got going here. Get that out. Alright. Looks to me like it's a little sticky, but I think it's set. Okay, this is what we got so far. There's the rocks and the abalone and some shells. Okay, so let me get these other shells picked up. I'm going to jump off there and mix up some resin and figure out what color of blue I want the water to be. go in that top one. Not all of them. I don't know whether I'll put any more in yet. It needs to go in that other jar. Just kind of want to get them so I don't have them scattered everywhere. And I kind of want that to set down. I think we're done with this for the time being, and done with those. And here's that. Okay, so I'm going to jump off of here. I'm going to mix up some resin and get the rest of this put together. Yeah, I just kind of... Okay, so here's the plan. I had the items sitting in there earlier. Okay, here's the sea dragon I made. And I made this in the last video. So the sea dragon's gonna set, well, I haven't figured out. I kind of want him to set like this, because I want him to be kind of looking at the other sea creatures that I'm putting in. Here is my skeleton octopus that I made, and he's 3D. I glued him together. Okay, somewhere in there, he's gonna sit down in there. And he could be looking, I mean, I can't really get him any closer. I can turn him a little bit more so he's not up against the edges. Put the little octopus down here. And then I have my little turtle that I painted. So somewhere in there, the little turtle's gonna sit. He could be hiding somewhere, like up here in the corner. I don't know. I will figure it out. But I want you to be able to see what he is. I might even... No, I had thought about sticking him right here in the rocks.
Okay.
Rather than having him lay up in there. I don't know. We'll get it figured out. I'm going to jump off real quick, get some epoxy mixed up, figure out what color of blue I'm going to use, figure out if I want to stick the turtle down, and then we'll be back. Alright, we're back, and I have hopefully the right color of blue that I want. But Miss Jeannie needs to say something. She needs to show something off.
I'd like to thank Miss Stacy for my tumbler. It's personalized, and it has dragons on it, and it's purple. Thank you, Miss Stacy.
Okay, I got a blue, and I put a little bit of sparkle in there. Just a little bit. I want a little bit of sparkle. I don't know if I've got enough mixed up, so we're going to see. And if I don't, then I'll just have to mix some more up. But I know how many drops I put in it and how much of the glitter I put in, so I didn't want to overpower it with glitter, but I wanted some sparkle. So we'll see what happens here. Hopefully I won't have a bunch of stuff floating. And that's what I'm worried about, but I hope not. Alright, here's how I got it set up. The turtle's kind of hiding here, and the octopus is kind of hiding there, and there's her sea dragon. So here we go. I'm going to pour it right in the center. And my board should be level.
I like the color.
Yeah, I like that. And I like just the hint of sparkle in it.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Dragon's wanting to float here. Don't you float, buddy. Don't none of you float. Yeah. I kind of knew. Kind of thought I should mix up more, but I didn't want to overmix. Then I have a bunch left. So, we'll just mix some more. No biggie. I know exactly what I put in there, and I'll just, may not even add any more sparkles this time. I just leave it like that. I don't want to overpower it with glitter. Okay, well, there's the first part. I don't know how much more to mix up, but I will get some more mixed up, and we'll be back to finish pouring it. Hopefully by that time some of the bubbles will rise to the top. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, we've got some more blue mixed up. I did not add glitter to it this time because I don't want to overdo the glitter. So we're just going to pour it till it's full, put it in the machine, and let it go. And I don't know how long this will take because this is regular. This is not 4-hour resin. It's just regular resin. It will have some bubbles in it, but that's okay because it's a Seascape. There's going to be some bubbles. But I got to go all the way to the top because I took them rocks all the way to the end. So now I don't know if it's going to cover all the rocks. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Yeah, it still didn't fill it all the way. Dang it.
You have to make some more.
Yeah, I thought it would go all the way. I may have to. I don't want to pluck any of those rocks loose because if I do, they're all probably going to come loose.
And you don't need that.
No, I don't want it all coming loose. Well, I thought that would be enough. Just mix up some more. I don't think it's going to take much more, really, but it is going to take some more to fill it up. And I do want to fill it all the way up as far as I can fill it. Alright, let's... Yeah, there are some bubbles. I wasn't really planning on having that many bubbles, really. Wow.
Leave the big bubbles alone.
You heard her, Miss Stacy. She told me to leave the big bubbles alone.
They look cool.
Okay. I just don't want bubbles around the dragon. I wish I'd have went a little lighter, but too late now. Maybe I'll just fill the rest of it with clear. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I mixed up some more, and I'm going to pour the last little bit of it because it's not going to take much to finish filling it up in clear. So I'm just going to...
Take your stick out.
No, I need my stick. I'm going to need it to... just to get it filled up. Come on. Shouldn't take that much to fill it up, really. Don't seem to be moving very well, does it?
Mm-mm.
Come on, baby. Fill up. Whoa. Well, the table should be level. I mean, at least the leveling board says it is. Alright. Alright, I don't know if I want to... I kind of want to at least pop some of the surface bubbles because it's going to make more bubbles. So I want to pop some of them. Especially over there by the dragon.
So you took all them out.
Well, it's going to make more, believe me.
That's true. That's true.
It's going to make more. I'm just hoping that the ones it makes is not over there by the dragon itself. But, you know, Miss Stacy, your sea dragon has farted a couple of times. There've been some big bubbles come up underneath that sea dragon.
Underneath that butt.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the machine. Probably tomorrow before we'll unmold it, because it's a pretty deep mold and I used regular resin. I didn't use the fast cure. So we'll be back when it's done. Alright, good morning, y'all. This was my Seascape with the sea dragon that I had. Now, I can show you the front, but I've coated it with some glue, white glue, because I want to do a top pour on it. So I've got it. Well, I've got my epoxy here, so we'll be back in just a minute as soon as I get it mixed. Alright, we're back, and I have a couple of small cups of epoxy. It probably won't take that much, but I want to coat it. I've got it setting up on bowls. I've got the front side coated with some glue so that the drips I can pull the drips off. It's probably not going to take all of this, but I do want to get a good pour on it. There's some imperfections back here on the back, and I kind of don't want it to be that way. It's for Miss Stacy, which was my 200 subscriber winner, and I want it to be nice. So I use my hands because I want to spread it around, get an even coat on it. I'm using 4-hour JDiction, simply because it's a kind of a thick resin, and I'm thinking that, I kind of want it to go down around the sides. That's why I kind of set it up on the bowls. I want it to run down the sides because there's some imperfections on the sides of it too, and I don't like that. It is because I knew it should have been a deep pour, and it should have been poured in 2 stages, and I didn't. I poured it all in one. And so now I'm trying to fix my mistakes here. That's why I have it setting up, because I want it to run down the sides, really. I want to get it down the sides too, because I have some imperfections on the sides of it. So whatever runs over, I'm just going to smooth it out on the sides. And on the bottom, I'll just be able to peel the glue off, hopefully, because I've seen people do it. I didn't have any liquid latex, or I would have used that instead, probably, because it would have made it easier. But that's okay. I just need to make sure I get the sides done too, where it's running down, which means I'll be babysitting it for a while, because I don't want it to be messed up. And Jeannie over there is finishing off some skulls that we started with some glow in the dark. I got them little skull molds off of Temu. They came today. There's a set of 3. I'm not real good at this, Miss Stacy. I'm just trying to make it look pretty for you. Just letting you know.
Did you get your seahorse?
No, I did not. I need to get that set in there.
Don't ask me where it went.
I know where it's at.
Okay.
Okay. Let me pause. I'm going to pause for just a second. Okay, so I'm back. I had forgot I had a holographic seahorse that I wanted to stick on the back of it as I was, when I started pouring, which I have them there, and it's not, I mean, I'm trying not to have bubbles under it, but it is a Seascape, so if it has bubbles, it has bubbles. And trying to, catch a lot of the drips. Make the sides smooth. Even where my rocks were, they weren't very, it wasn't very smooth. And trying not to leave a bunch of drips going off the edge. I'm not as good at it as some people are, but I'm trying. Some people are better at it than I am. I don't do too many top pours. And this is my first time trying the glue on the other side to pull the drips off, so we'll see how that works. Because that's what I had. So I'm just trying to catch some of the drips so I don't have big drips, and make the sides smooth as it's running over. Smooth them down as much as I can in the center there too. I mean, this is 4 hours, so we'll see if it sets up in 4 hours. I think I pretty much got this. The side that I was worried about the most was the sides with the rocks in it. I really don't want that to be smooth, because that's going to be the end that she'll be setting it on. Because that's how I set it up that way, so. Hopefully I didn't, just is what it is. Trying to smooth it out. She's probably better at it than I am. Since Miss Stacy does tumblers, I'm sure she's better at getting it smooth than I am. But I'm doing my best, Miss Stacy. So, it's all I can do. And I'm going to have epoxy all over everything. Because I got it all over my hands. Alright, well. Now I guess I'm just going to babysit it. And then I'll come back and show you when it's finished. Right now I'm just going to babysit it and make sure I don't have really big drips. So, and Miss Jeannie's over there busy pouring away with leftovers. So we'll have more stuff to unmold when we come back. So, I'll see you when this is done. Good morning, y'all. This is nice and smooth on the backside. Because I did a top coat on the backside. I even put a little holographic seahorse on there. Now, that's the backside. This side, and it should set like this. Here's her sea dragon. There's her octopus and her little turtle and the plants. And you can see the little holographic seahorse in the background. But I think in order for me to be happy with the piece, I'm going to have to put a top coat on this side. Because I don't like the roughness of the rocks. And if I try and deburr it, I think it's just going to make matters worse. Sanding it is an option, but then I'd have to try and polish it. So I'm thinking pouring a top coat over this, and I've got to protect the back side. I had this side protected somewhat. And let me tell you, getting the glue off was not easy. It did save it from all the runs, but getting the glue off wasn't easy at all. So I'm going to have to be really careful about the top coat so that I don't, and this is going to be a very long video. I may break it up in 2 parts, but it works. The glue does work. And I don't know if you can see it. See it was hard to get off of there, but all the drips it caught, and so it wasn't stuck on the front of the piece. And I got other stuff that needs to be unmolded that Miss Jeannie did, and right now Miss Jeannie's upstairs eating because her blood sugar was low. So whenever her machine starts going off, she's got to go eat. So I will be back. I'm going to try and smooth this out a little bit, and then I'm going to put a top coat on it so it looks as nice as this part does, because it's nice and shiny. There are a few rocks that I can feel, but it's going to set like this, because that's where the sea dragon's up here, and then I have all these items down here. So it needs to set on its side. And I have a few minor spots there, but I'm not going to worry about them. I mean, I could sand them, but this is my first time doing this piece. Next time I will know, don't pour it all in one pour, because I should have known better. I've done deep pours before. I should have known to just pour part of it and let it cure and then pour the other half. But I was kind of rushing because I'd like to get this to Miss Stacy. But I'm not happy with the front of it. So I'm going to try and make it look nice like the back does. I mean, it's really smooth, except for right there where the rocks protrude, but I might take my Dremel tool and try and Dremel those down. I don't know. And I may try it right here first before I do my pour, because I don't want to, I'd like for it to be smooth. I didn't realize the rocks were sticking out that far. So I will be back when I get ready to do the second. Well, you see me do the other top coat. I'm just going to top coat it, and I'll bring it back to you and show you what I did to it. Bye for now. Good morning. All right. I put a top coat on it because I didn't like the way the front of it looked. But here's what it looks like now. There's the dragon, the octopus, there's a little turtle there, some plant life, and rocks. And I actually, other than the little grooves around the edge, think it turned out great. And I hope you love it, Miss Stacy. because that's what you wanted, a sea life with the sea dragon, and that's what you got. Now, that being said, we have some other stuff that we poured at the time when we were pouring this stuff. We got some little skulls here that we poured in the glow-in-the-dark with some little rocks in his head. We didn't have quite enough, so we just put some rocks in there, or glass in there. Here's the other size. And here's the bigger one. There's that one. And here's the big one. And these molds, it's a 3-piece mold, skull mold that came from Temu. So, there's the big one. And it is glow in the dark, so we'll have to make it glow for you. And then we have spoon rest, which Miss Jeannie poured. Alright, let's see if we can get it out of here. How hard it is to get out. Hopefully not too hard. This. Well. Okie dokie. I didn't think it'd be this rough to get out. I just need to loosen this. That's what needs to come out. And for some reason, I'm having a hard time trying to break it loose. Ooh. Get it broke loose around this end, maybe, and then I can get it to move through. If not, we'll be spraying some alcohol down in there. Because we didn't pour over it. Well, if I can get this off, then I'll just twist that one out. Maybe. Just have to stretch it enough to get it over it. There we go. And we'll just twist this one, hopefully. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, we're going to spray some alcohol down in there and loosen that up, because it's really stuck in there. Why, I don't know, but it is. It's stuck in there pretty bad. Usually you can just twist it and get it out of there. But this one doesn't seem to want to twist out.
Doesn't want to cooperate.
No, it doesn't want to come out. Alright, let's see. There we go. Alright, here's the spoon rest. We put a little butterfly in there, and it's glow-in-the-dark pink. So we'll have to make it glow. Alright, let's put some, yep, I have to get my, I don't know if I can make them glow with this. I don't know if that'll work. The other one would be stronger. I thought they were glow. I'm pretty sure they are. They just need stronger light to make them glow. Light ain't strong enough on this. Let me plug up the UV lamp, and then we'll put them in the little photo. Well, problem with putting them in the photo thing, no one can see them that way. Let's just plug this up and put it on there. Put it on the skulls right now. We'll move this out of the way. Set it in the photo booth. I may have to turn off that light over there too, because I got some light coming in this window. I don't know how well they're gonna be able to see them glowing. This one's gonna have to have some deburring done to it so it'll set level. People on here.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Let me move the microphone out of the way here. It's glowing now. Let's see if the spoon rest glows. I thought it was glow in the dark also. I don't know if I can make it. It is glow in the dark, or was it the color changing?
No, I believe it's glow in the dark.
Because it looks a little orangey. Did you mix two colors together, maybe?
That could very well be.
Let's see if we can get it. It looks like it's going to glow. Just going to take a little light to make it glow. And I did make just a couple of surprise gifts for Miss Stacy to go in her box for her sea life. So I hope she likes it. I'm gonna get the back side to glow. It's actually Looks color changing to me. Are you sure we didn't use color changing? Because it looks like it's changing to white.
Yeah, white. Yeah.
Looks white. Let's do 30 minutes more.
Could be. I don't remember.
It's glow in the dark something. Could be color changing something for all I know. All of this will have to have some work done on them. They're going to have to be deburred. Yeah. It's probably glowing. It just looks like it changed colors from pink to white. Alright, that's it for that. Alright, I need to get my shoutouts done. I think the next project is I have some new gnomes that I want to do, so I think we're going to do gnomes. Just all gnomes. So, alright, shout outs. Wanda's Blessed Creations, Stacy _ the Crafty Cat. Check out her tumblers. And Miss Wanda, I've seen you use your new vacuum machine. I can't wait to get mine. It's on its way. Cabbage Patch Soap, Resin Liz, India Brady Art, Art by me, Andrew Walker, Billy Holman Creations, Cosmic Carol Creations, Sam I Am Resin Crafts, Paranormal Girl, Mini Scenes GB, Loose Screws Crafts, Cynthia's Crafts and More, Marvelous Artsy, Resin Nut, Toonpish Crafts, and Beck's Crafts. That's all I've got on my shout out list for now. I'm sure I'll be adding some more names because I think there's a couple more that I need to add to it. But we will see you on the next video, which will probably start here in a little while, and it's going to be gnomes. Bye for now.